When it comes to coaching and mentoring your team, there is one question that can actually get you into a lot of trouble. And I know that this is very controversial because many of you love the whole advent of find your why and Simon Sinek's work and that kind of thing. But what I'm about to truth bomb you will, in my opinion, be a little bit disruptive. However, if you really think about what I'm about to say, it is very practical and makes a lot of sense. So I want you to think about when you were a kid and you got caught doing something that you weren't meant to be doing, or when you were challenged by a teacher at school or a parent or a guardian. The very first question that they would ask you if you'd been found out is, why did you do that? And so when we're asked why, we have a physiological reaction and we can tend to reel, and our physiology can lock up and we feel fear. So when, as a leader or a manager or a team leader or a supervisor, you ask one of your team the question why, if your tone is not correct or if you haven't set it up properly, then what can happen is exactly the opposite to what you're wanting to create. You see, as an influential leader, if you're wanting to create safety and you're wanting to create trust and you're wanting to create that cohesion and that what we call it influential leadership connectology, you're wanting to get that team alignment going, the last thing that you want to be doing as a manager or leader is to be creating fear. And the bad news is, if you ask people why a lot, you're actually not going to get the information that you want. And you're not going to be building trust. So here's the reason not to use why. Number one, it can create fear in people. Number two, every single question that we ask a human being or another person in a conversation, including ourselves, actually takes us in a direction. And one of the really powerful models that we do teach at Influential Leadership is all about the geography of thinking. And the geography of thinking is a model where you get to tune into the direction that you're taking someone when you're asking them a question. And the question why definitely takes people to think backwards and to think down the mood elevator. What do I mean by that? Well, we can affect someone's mood and we can also affect where they're thinking from by the questions that we ask. And I'll go more into that in some other videos. The main thing is understand that when you ask someone why, you're taking them backwards and you're most likely taking them to a feeling of fear. And so if you are all about creating trust and alignment and flow and everyone in that team being on the same page, it's a really good idea to skip asking why. So in the influential leadership training for coaches and mentors and leaders and managers, we ask you to skip the why. So what can you replace it with? Well, you can still get to the outcome that you're looking for. You just need to ask a question in a little bit of a different way and be a little bit creative. So you might say something like, well, what do you want to do from here? Or, where do you want to take this? Or what did you learn from that? Or what was the root cause of that? Or what was the reason behind doing that? Or how did you arrive at that thinking process? Something like this. So you can use every other question to skip the why. Why seems to, for some reason, send people into fear and uncertainty. And as an influential leader and you're wanting to build trust and connectology between you and your people, if you can be creative and skip the why, you're going to get much better results in activating your team. I'm Tanya Lacy, creator of the Influential Leadership Program. Thanks for watching.